Okay, so I'm here, just hanging out in my dorm. I just got done watching a very moving video from a city council member in Fort Worth, Texas, about all the suicides amongst bullied teens. And I've had no problem with any of the speaking out anybody's done. I don't generally jump on these kind of bandwagons just because, I don't know, it's just not my way of handling things, but I feel like I needed to speak out. No, I'm not gay, I'm not lesbian, none of that. I'm straight. I've been with the same guy for 5 years despite what's happened. But I have been there, done that. I was bullied. Oh my god. I was bullied from the time I can remember up until I was 18, 19 years old. And I'm 20, well, I'm going to be 25 next month. So I probably spent a good 15 years of my life bullied. And just, I believed I had no worth for the longest time. And I'm sorry, I'm going to get very emotional. Some people who watch this is probably the most you've ever seen out of me. It took me a really long time to get over it, too. I'm sorry. Brandon was my reason in the end. And really, sometimes I do wonder without him if I would have ever made it out of that. Because I had been put down and criticized and insulted for so long. No matter what I was, no matter what I did, who I was, what I looked like, I was never good enough. I remember my first year of high school, I tried to dress like all the girls did, trying to just make friends, just to have people say, hey, you're cool. And it didn't work. And it kept going, and it kept going, and it kept going, and I got out of high school and things started to change a lot. Didn't know what to do with it, and it made it really hard, and some people know this, some don't. I was so confused that I ended up resorting to harming myself. I still remember the first night I just took a safety pin and just started jabbing at my leg. I had no idea what else to do. I had no other idea how to handle it. And eventually Brandon and I started building a relationship together, and I found someone who really loved me. And the girl that I am was finally good enough for somebody. So, as cliche as it is to say it right now, I am going to jump on and say it does get better. My life has gotten so much better. Post high school, post all those people, I don't talk to those people anymore. I may have them added on Facebook as a friend, just as kind of a courtesy, or some of them I had known for years and years and years, and, their parents were friends with my parents, and, nothing against those people, but if I don't want to have contact with them, I don't. I won't even go to that extent and add you on Facebook or MySpace or whatever just to add you because I had a 7th grade writing class with you. I've cut those people out of my life and I don't look back. And that's what you have to wait on. And it's hard. It's really hard. It's very hard. But you have to wake up every day with the hope that tomorrow will be better, even if it's not. Even if it ends up just being as bad as the day before. You always have to hope for tomorrow, because tomorrow is when it can't change. And now, I'm sitting in a dorm room in Strasbourg, France. I've struggled my whole life to get to this point. And now here I am. And I'm not trying to feed you some feel-good, bullshit, warm, fuzzy story. I'm just trying to tell you that if you have a place that you want to be at in your life, you can get there. Don't let those assholes in your gym class stop you from having your life and your dreams. Don't let anybody ever stop you, ever, from having your life. It is your life to live. It is your gift. It's a great little cliche, but they say they call right now the present because it is a gift. And it really is. And don't let the jerk captain of the football team or the ditzy head cheerleader take that away from you. Don't ever let anybody take that. Don't let your parents take that from you. Don't let anybody take your dreams. Hang on. Because one day it will get better and your life will pan out. And you will stop and you will look around and you will say, I made it. I had that night a couple of weeks ago. I won't go into the detail of it for sake of time, but I just stood there and I literally just started crying, and I knew I had finally, all of that I went through was finally worth something. So, before I start rambling and doing what I do and just repeating myself, just hang on and remember, it does get better, and you will be okay. I don't know how it is to deal with the identity issue. Not in that same way, but I know how it feels to dread going to school because you're just afraid that people are going to tear you up again. And it sucks. You have every right to hate it. You have every right to feel the way you feel. But it's not going to stay that way. Those people will fade away and eventually mean nothing to you. They won't be anything more than a black and white picture on a page in your yearbook. You will eventually move on and you will have your life. So just remember that. Don't ever, ever give up, because it does get better.